Hey guys, and welcome to the Working Money Channel. So the B word, yes, that Bitcoin conference, that is happening today. It's likely happening right now, but you can still register for the event if you guys are interested in hearing what people like Elon Musk, Jack Dorsey, Cathie Wood, what they have to say with regards to Bitcoin moving forward. In the 21st century, I know you guys likely have conflicting opinions on, Elon Musk specifically. But anyway, I just thought I'd bring that up because that is happening and you still can register for that event. Wanted to bring this up, guys, too, from James Rule XRP, two-factor authentication with your cell phone provider. Do it, guys, because you will never be able to get out of this loop of being vulnerable. I mean, the hackers just keep getting better. And I saw this article, family loses $70,000 in cryptocurrency to a SIM card thief. So this happened in Florida with two young boys and a single income, John and Lisa, who choose not to reveal their actual names. We're slowly building investments in crypto. On May 9th, John was fishing and happened to check his crypto account on his smartphone. He said he was stunned to discover that the $75,000 in his crypto account had dropped to $2,000. In a report filed with the Palm Bay Police on May 10th, he wrote, "I know I had over $70,000. My wife checked with our family T-Mobile plan, and the company confirmed someone swapped my SIM card at approximately 3:48 p.m. John said his accounts with Coinbase and Coinbase Pro were emptied. As he watched his phone screen, Coinbase investigators wrote that his account was accessed from a Windows 10 device, and the IP address was this. It was used with a VPN in Phoenix, Arizona. By entering your password, a two-step verification SMS code was sent to your verified mobile number, and completing a new device confirmation required via email." So the hackers had clearly gotten access to his email account, did a SIM card fraudulent swap, and then basically drained his Coinbase account of his cryptocurrency. More reason, guys, to keep your cryptocurrency somewhere safe like a Ledger Nano S or X. This is what I use, guys. I do have an affiliate link in the description of every video I do, and you can use the affiliate if you want. You don't have to use it. What I do want to push, though, is the fact that your cryptocurrency is not safe unless you have it stored on something like this or something similar where you keep your private keys. So I see stories like this, and, it kills me because there are a lot of people still that aren't educated with regards to custodying your cryptocurrency to have a true safe manner where you can custody your crypto. And so, storing it in cold storage like a Ledger Nano, this is one of the ways that you can safeguard yourself from hackers. So again, I do have an affiliate link in the description. Guys, I did see another one here from James Rule XRP, this with regards to New Jersey and how they're cracking down on BlockFi. Now, they are the first state to do this, and there could be more that follow. New Jersey orders BlockFi cryptocurrency firm to stop offering interest-bearing accounts, guys, and it's because of the regulatory clarity. There just isn't any. New Jersey has ordered the cryptocurrency platform BlockFi Inc. to stop offering interest-bearing accounts that have raised $14.7 billion from investors, the state's acting attorney general said just yesterday. A cease and desist order from New Jersey's Bureau of Securities said BlockFi's accounts were not registered with that office or exempt from registration, and their sale violated New Jersey's security law. Andrew Bruck, the acting attorney general, said the enforcement action against Jersey City, New Jersey-based BlockFi, came amid concerns about the growth of decentralized finance platforms for investors in digital assets. According to the order, investors can buy BlockFi interest accounts by depositing cryptocurrency such as Bitcoin, Ethereum, as we know. And the order said that BlockFi does offer yields from anywhere between 0.25% and 7%, depending on how much and which assets are deposited. So this is what New Jersey is doing. I know some of you guys do use the BlockFi platform, some of you guys in the United States, and this is just going to be the first state to crack down on this. I have a feeling that more are going to come, similar to what's going on with Binance right now in different areas of the world. I know, there is Binance.us, so, now Binance is fine and clear in the United States, but, for many other countries around the world, the same kind of thing is happening. No clarity, not registered with their Security and Exchange Commissions or the equivalent of their Security and Exchange Commissions, and so BlockFi now experiencing the same problem in New Jersey. Who's to say that your state will not be next? So I will link the rest of this article. I will link this article in the description if you guys want to read the rest of it. Wanted to thank James Rule XRP for posting that. Here's another one, guys, from Mike Manfield here on Twitter. This with regards to Ripple partner Santander. They're beginning to roll out new cash management platforms with Infosys and Finacle. Infosys Finacle, part of Edgeverve Systems, a wholly owned subsidiary of Infosys, and Ripple partner Santander UK announced that the rollout of the Santander UK's international cash management platform as part of the bank's ongoing digital transformation program. So, Santander Global Connect is a brand new cash management platform designed to support the international growth plans for Santander's corporate and commercial customers. The first release of the platform, which is currently in pilot, provides customers with access to view liquidity held globally. Subsequent releases will enable self-service digital capabilities to manage control and mitigate cash and business risk, all from a single portal. Clients' feedback will form a critical part of future enhancements to ensure the global cash management platform meets and exceeds client requirements. So some of the highlights down here: Santander Global Connect will be powered by the Finacle Cash Management Suite that includes the Finacle Digital Engagement Hub, Finacle Online Banking, Finacle Payments, and Finacle Liquidity Management Solutions. So some key capabilities of the new platform will include centralized multi-bank information portals with a consolidation view of cash positions, account and transaction level reporting from both domestic and international activities, and country level visibility of foreign currency accounts held and banks used by customers. So Santander, we know, are a Ripple partner. Interesting to see some developments there. Wanted to thank Mike Manfield for pointing that out. He also does point out that R3 is partnered with Infosys, so another Ripple connection there. Wanted to keep going though, guys. Wrath of Kahneman here mentioning this: the Asian Development Bank in paper Harnessing Digitization for Remittances in Asia and the Pacific. They have cited a joint venture of Ripple Mobile Money and Bcash as an innovation. So this clip here from that report: digital remittance service options have increased significantly since the beginning of the pandemic. Many operators offered incentives or simply information to switch or attract customers to digital. In Asia, the use of apps and online sending services have increased. There were also innovations such as a recently announced agreement between the blockchain payment provider Ripple, Mobile Money, the Malaysian-based mobile wallet provider, and Bcash, the mobile money provider in Bangladesh. So it sounds as though this has to do with the wallet integration. Wrath of Kahneman continues down here. In hindsight, is the collaboration with mobile money and e-wallet providers seems like a part of Ripple's recent move to provide their own wallet. Down here he says, the collab seems like a part of Ripple's move to provide wallets. So nevertheless, to provide wallets, still not a negative development. Positive news for integration. Always great to see the space growing. And, mobile money, Bcash, already integrated. And even just mentioning Ripple's name here in this report, the Asian Development Bank paper for harnessing digitalized remittances in that region of the world, the Asia Pacific region. Great news there. Wanted to thank the Wrath of Kahneman for posting that. And who's on Coinbase, guys? Who has purchased Dogecoin? This from BondCrypt XRP. Apparently, Coinbase is now facing legal charges for an allegedly misleading ad campaign. The ad was for a $1.2 million sweepstakes Dogecoin offer on the platform. Damages could be more than $5 million in compensation. So here are some of the details. Coinbase is currently facing a class action lawsuit. So if you guys were on the platform, did purchase Dogecoin, apparently you can join in on this. They were accused of cheating millions of its users into buying Dogecoin for one of its Dogecoin campaigns. In detail, a Coinbase user, David Suzuki, says that the exchange is guilty of deceiving its users into trading $100 of Dogecoin. Specifically, he is referring to a $1.2 million sweepstakes offer on Coinbase. This to me kind of smells similar to what happened with that frivolous XRP lawsuit way back when I forget his name, Bradley Sostak, I believe, purchased XRP and then turned around and tried to sue Ripple. So not quite the same thing, but he went around, tried to sue Ripple because he lost money. He bought it all-time high, lost money. Of course, we know from then the entire crypto market did collapse. And so, you weren't the only one, Brad Sostak. Everybody lost money in that space. Anyway, these people now saying Coinbase was trying to encourage us to purchase Dogecoin, and now we are suing. So in particular, the document of a sweepstakes allegedly fails to mention an important fact. This was that a user could enter the sweepstakes without having to purchase $100 worth of Doge. We can trace this fact back to a June 3rd, 2021 report or document when Doge first arrived on the exchange. So this is a little different here, suggesting that you did not have to actually buy the Dogecoin, but I guess the campaign, since they're saying it was allegedly misleading, was pointing to the fact that, look, you got to buy the Doge in order to enter. And so, I get it. I get how that can be misread. So wanted to thank BondCrypt XRP for posting that. More news here, guys, from the Rothschild Investment Group. This brought to us by Michael at Val5Links on Twitter. You know what this has to do with? Yes, The Rothschilds, some would argue one of the most important families globally that is affiliated with banking, central banking. They own most of the central banks around the world. And now their investment fund, the Rothschild Investment Corp, has more than tripled its Bitcoin position. So what does this tell you about this emerging asset? Yes, what we call cryptocurrency, a new emerging asset. Well, the Rothschilds, they're doubling down, actually tripling down since they first invested. So Rothman Investment Corp shared in a new filing that it has more than tripled its Bitcoin exposure through GBTC over the past quarter. Not a bad time, too, to buy GBTC. As you guys can see, this is the GBTC, so the Grayscale Bitcoin Trust, a product that you can hold in your stock account that allows you to have exposure to Bitcoin. So, for a lot of institutional, traditional investors that may not have integrated to a specific cryptocurrency custody solution at this point in time, are getting exposure to cryptocurrencies through tools like this. And so, the GBTC Trust down significantly since the all-time high when it was trading around, what was it, $58 roughly. Now it's down 58% to $24. Of course, this just mimics Bitcoin, as you guys know. And, I did a video this morning. I'll link it up here in the top right-hand corner. I talked briefly about the market at the beginning of the video, just kind of demonstrating how we're continuing to see this consolidation and how, along the way over the last several months since late May, we have heard of more institutional investors accumulating right in here. So, it is no surprise that we're also seeing the Rothschilds dip their toes into GBTC. So a filing with the United States SEC from July 19th shows that the investment manager's holdings of the GBTC Trust grew 141,405 shares in quarter 2 of 2021, up from 38,346 in quarter 1. Rothschild's indirect position in BTC now represents approximately $4.2 million compared to the $1.92 million in the first quarter. GBTC shares attempt to serve as a proxy for BTC, as I had mentioned before. So they have more than tripled their Bitcoin position, and that also comes amid a recent short-term price consolidation for Bitcoin. As I'd also mentioned, Grayscale CEO Michael Sonnenschein recently commented on the profile of GBTC investors in general, reiterating that they are not worried about short-term fluctuations in price. Instead, he said, these are investors looking at their allocations over the medium to long term. So any volatility is not something anyone is fazed by. Sonnenschein also gave an update on Grayscale's plans for returning GBTC to an ETF, saying that a Bitcoin ETF in the US is generally a matter of when and not of if. So they are expecting a Bitcoin ETF to eventually materialize at some point. Not a matter of if, but of when. So, this is definitely something to be looking at when, this investment corporation with the Rothschild name attached to it is purchasing Bitcoin. This is definitely something we should be paying attention to, as with all these other financial institutions, institutional money pouring into Bitcoin. Not only that, pouring into Bitcoin at this point in time when we are seeing a heavy consolidation period, when retail investors are getting scared out of the market. You go to crypto Twitter and you see people say, oh my God, we're in a bear market now. How are we going to deal with this? So on and so forth. So more power to them. If you think we're in a bear market, that's on you guys. The fact of the matter remains, cryptocurrency is here to stay, and I saw this from James Earl XRP. This is a brand new blog post, guys, from the World Economic Forum. So yes, those people responsible for wanting to great reset the world, they just put out something interesting with regards to financial rails. And, when you read between the lines on this document, it's really telling to see where their minds are with regards to the future of finance. So here's the blog post from the World Economic Forum, weforum.org, how decentralized finance will transform business financial services, especially for SMEs. So directly from their website. So here's just a breakdown here. Decentralized finance, or DeFi, is emerging as a tool for smaller businesses in developing markets, particularly for remittances and small loans. So they talk about remittances here. The transaction banking industry is beginning to see DeFi's potential to overhaul the inflexibility of present processes. Now, this is part of the narrative that we've been talking about for a while with regards to Ripple, trying to kind of get into the system, trying to, basically give Swift a run for its money. And now the World Economic Forum is saying, right, there's inflexibility. The present processes are just not efficient enough to take us into this new world of finance. And so the uptick of DeFi in transaction banking could open up new capital opportunities for large companies and increase liquidity for SMEs. So there's also this talk about increased liquidity, something that we know Ripple has been focusing on from the beginning. Also, just to remind you guys, if you don't know it already, Ripple is listed on the World Economic Forum's website. They are an official partner, along with Chris Larsen, obviously the executive chairman and co-founder of Ripple, and a WEF partner. So this goes on to talk a little bit about decentralized finance and how it's changing the world we live in with regards to finance. But down here, guys, check out how they're saying it's going to work, okay? At the same time, the blockchain technology that underlies cryptocurrency and its supporting financial infrastructure are on their way to offering a system of financial rails in parallel to and connected with traditional financial infrastructure. The interoperability, right? We've heard this many times, and we're seeing this with the Flare networks too now, right? Running on the XRPL, decentralized finance. This is going to open up a world of opportunity. They talk a little bit down here about Coinbase and Compound Treasury and how they have released a USDC-based loans that guarantee at least 4% yield, far higher than traditional products of a smaller risk. And smaller platforms are offering cross-border access to capital with rates that are far more variable but would be unavailable otherwise. So far, this growth in loans products has come from the retail sector, individuals holding and trading crypto assets for personal use. Banks such as Morgan Stanley and US Bank now offer crypto products, so talking a little bit about that. And check out down here, guys, since its inception, DeFi, literally decentralized finance or blockchain-based forms of finance that do not rely on centralized intermediaries such as banks, has been adopted to some extent by smaller businesses in developing markets whose needs are unmet by the traditional banking system. And here are some of the examples. They use examples. Some businesses use payment companies like BitPesa in Africa. They also mention Tranglo here, guys. And if you guys haven't been here for long or just kind of, maybe came in at the height of this market, this was from back in March. Ripple did acquire a 40% stake in Asia's leading cross-border payment specialist, Tranglo. So Ripple and Tranglo now have a deeper connection than ever before. Ripple has agreed to acquire 40% of Asia's leading cross-border payment specialist, Tranglo. So this is a huge partnership and likely part of that liquidity solution that the World Economic Forum is talking about in that blog post. This partnership enables Ripple to meet growing consumer demands in the region and expand the reach of RippleNet's on-demand liquidity service, which uses the digital asset XRP to instantly send money and reduce working capital needs. Okay, fast forward to today or yesterday, whenever this was released, them saying back up here that, the uptake in DeFi in transactional banking could open up new capital opportunities for larger companies and increase liquidity for SMEs. Then they're going down here saying, Tranglo is just one of those examples, and the major DeFi exchanges to either make direct payments or convert payment amounts to USD-backed stablecoins for cross-border remittance. I just thought I'd do a quick search here too with regards to BitPesa, that other company that the World Economic Forum mentions in this most recent blog post. And I did find this, guys, from back in 2018, Bitcoin breakthrough, Japanese giant opens corridor to Africa. And so this is an article just kind of detailing what BitPesa is doing in Africa. I'll link it in the description if you guys are interested. But I just wanted to note this as well. In addition to settling remittances in as little as 1 hour, thanks to the Bitcoin blockchain's fast settlement times, SBI Remit Director Nobuo Ando believes BitPesa's multiple international licenses will help jumpstart African commerce with Japan on a larger scale by adding a much-needed layer of trust and transparency. So the director of SBI Remit, we know SBI is a partner of Ripple, and he was praising what BitPesa was doing way back in 2018. So another Ripple connection there. Anyways, guys, a lot of interesting things going on with regards to DeFi. I will link this WEF forum document in the description of this video. Wanted to just mention this to you because I thought it was important to understand where the world is going and, to better educate ourselves, to understand what cryptocurrencies are going to really have value down the road. 99% are going to fall by the wayside. So hold the ones that will have a future. Of course, that is not financial advice. I'm just letting you guys know what I'm doing, but that's just my opinion. I want to hear what you guys think. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Like the video if you like the content I'm providing. I always love hearing your comments. See you in the next one, guys.